vans.
Yeah, we need to be seeing what's going on behind you, Alice, because clearly that van's driving through them. What's going on?
That's so dumb.
Yeah, that van's just managed to break through, but what happens as soon as they'll just come and sit back down, and then the same thing happens. So we've got these men on site who are trying to move them, who are lorry drivers who've had their lorries up there, and they've come out and they're trying to drag them away, and then it just keeps going back and forth. And apologies for the language there, but as you can see, tempers are absolutely at their wits' end. We've got drivers here sitting at the side of the road and able to go about their jobs.
All you stuff all off, we don't give a about you anymore.
Let the government know you're off.
Why? They're not off, you are.
Apologies for the language. Apologies for the language.
I want to go home.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Would you get out of way then?
Apologies for the language there. Tell us about why you're here protesting on the streets today.
Well, because the government is letting 8,500 people die every year because they can't heat their homes.
Well, people have died.
And 2.4 million people in fuel poverty. They have to decide whether they
But
can
you're
eat.
talking about fuel poverty. What about people who are working people who also may struggle financially, and they're just trying to go about their day-to-day
Well,
business?
the government can do something about that.
But you can do something about it as well.
How?
You can help them to get to if they want to be getting to
How
work
is that
today.
going to help them find food for their find money to find food or find heating? It's the government's responsibility to look after its people. The government isn't looking after its people. 8,500 people die every year. The government knows this. It's known this for years, and it's letting those people die by not insulating their homes. Is that a good thing? I don't want to be here. I want to be at work. 2.4 million people are in fuel poverty, and fuel poverty means choosing between eating or heating.
How long
Have you had that privilege of having to suffer like that?
I can't comment on that any further, but how long are you going to be sitting on this road for?
Well, as long as it takes. To stop the government letting 8,500 people die, at least 8,500 people die every year.